Hey everyone, welcome back! When we look up at the night sky, we see stars and galaxies, wonders that fill us with awe. But here on Earth, we find wonders of language just as fascinating. Today, we're diving into figures of speech, focusing on irony. It's like finding a surprise supernova. Let's get started. What is irony? It's a cosmic plot twist, when something contradicts expectations, like there's a meteor shower but the sky is cloudy. That's irony. Now, you don't need a telescope to spot irony, it's all around us. Ever heard the saying, "It's ironic, isn't it?" Picture this: a fire station, engulfed in fire. This example, though humorous, illustrates how irony pops up in the most unexpected places. Writers, those architects of words, have always loved playing with irony. It adds depth, intrigue, and sometimes a touch of tragedy to their stories. Take Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, for instance. The star-crossed lovers, kept apart by a feud, ultimately unite in death. Talk about a heartbreaking irony. Or consider O. Henry's The Gift of the Magi. A couple sacrifices their most treasured possessions to buy each other gifts, only to discover that their gifts are now useless because of their sacrifices. It's a poignant reminder that sometimes the best intentions can have ironic consequences. In George Orwell's Animal Farm, the animals revolt against their human oppressors in the name of equality. And yet, they end up under the rule of the pigs, a regime even more tyrannical than the one they overthrew. Irony, thy name is revolution. Then there's F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby. Jay Gatsby, obsessed with the American dream, throws lavish parties to impress Daisy, the woman he loves. But she never even attends his parties, drawn instead to the allure of old money and status. Talk about a recipe for unrequited love and literary irony. And who could forget Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice? Elizabeth Bennet, blinded by her pride and prejudice, initially rejects Mr. Darcy's proposal, only to realize later that she's head over heels for him. Oh, the irony of missed connections. Let's explore more examples of irony in literature. In Mark Twain's The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, Huck helps Jim escape slavery, believing he is doing something wrong, only to realize later that he was actually doing the right thing. This twist makes us ponder the moral complexities of right and wrong. Then there's The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. Holden Caulfield wants to protect the innocence of children, yet he himself is struggling with the loss of his own innocence. This irony highlights the paradoxes of growing up and the painful journey of self-discovery. And in The Crucible by Arthur Miller, the witch trials meant to root out evil end up causing more harm and injustice. Instead of purifying the community, they unravel it, showcasing how the fervor to eliminate wrongdoing can sometimes lead to greater transgressions. These examples show how irony can add depth and complexity to storytelling, making us question our assumptions and see the world in a new light. Irony, when skillfully woven into a narrative, transforms simple tales into thought-provoking masterpieces. Now, irony is often confused with its linguistic cousin, the paradox. While both involve unexpected twists and turns, they have distinct flavors. Think of it like this. Irony is a cosmic joke with a straight face, and paradox is a philosophical riddle wrapped in a thought experiment. Irony, as we've discussed, is when the opposite of what's expected happens. But a paradox is a statement that seems contradictory, yet upon closer examination, might actually hold some truth. Here's a classic example of a paradox. I always lie. If the statement is true, then it must be false. But if it's false, then it must be true. This paradox challenges our understanding of truth and deception, much like a cosmic riddle. Paradoxes, like black holes, challenge our understanding of logic and language, forcing us to confront the limits of our own perception. They're like intellectual jungle gyms, inviting us to climb, explore, and maybe even get a little tangled up along the way. Well, there you have it. Irony in all its glory. If you enjoyed this cosmic journey through the world of irony, give this video a thumbs up. And remember to share and subscribe to keep this conversation going.